My priority is my two girls. Yes, for sure. I'm happy buying plants. Yeah, I love plants. I like dealing with gardens and stuff like that. But my hobby is like, I like to be in the natural area. I go a lot kayaking. It was something that I wasn't expecting at all. I never been through any accident. So it was like instantly like how they happen so quickly when somebody hit me. My truck started flipping, how you say it? And I'm not really sure how many times I flipped, maybe 2, 3, or I don't know how many times. My windshield exploded, or the windshield, my face, and I lose the balance. I thought I was gonna be dead at that moment, and the only thing I was thinking about my girls, and everything it was so fast that I wasn't ready for that. And I remember that I had my Bible right in the dash. And when I wake up, I saw this guy walking through me. And it was weird because I never think that that person is gonna be right in that moment. It was my pastor from our church. And it was crazy because I was say, God forgive me. I don't wanna, whatever happens, take me to heaven. And I had the opportunity to ask God for forgiveness because I don't know what's gonna happen later on my life. And then this guy was walking through me with my Bible. And he asked me, are you okay? But the weird thing is like when he was walking, I thought I was seeing Jesus. My name is Alex Guzman. I've been living here in Houston, Texas for around 35 years. And I had 2 beautiful girls. My first baby is Candy Guzman. She's fixing to be 26. My little one, Alexa Lynn. She's almost 21. And they're my life. I was working for a while at this club, LA Fitness. I was working, I believe, for maybe 7 years. I was doing as a sales guy, also personal trainer. After that, I've been trying to do something better. I want to give my girls a better life, better opportunities, and I've been thinking to start my own business. And I don't remember what year I did this. My daughter Alexa, she was 2.5, almost 3 years back then. And I make the decision to start working in my own, and I start working doing pressure washing. And it was tough at the beginning. I need to get up from my comfortable zone and, make it happen. And I remember the first years, because the new job, pressure washing, I start making the money, saving the money, and I just want to bring my kids to Disney. Because Alexa, the little one, she always say, Daddy, I want to go there. And I say, one day. and that happens. We had the opportunity to go several times, and also we went to Universal Studios. So we had the opportunity to do that. So I've been working as a pressure washing, also doing gardening. I really like deal with plants, and I'm very good doing that. So thanks God in doing that, I've been independent, be my own boss, and working in my own schedule. My priority is my two girls. Yes, for sure. I'm happy buying plants. Yeah, I love plants. I like dealing with gardens and stuff like that. But my hobby is like, I like to be in the natural area. I go a lot kayaking. Well, the last almost 2 years, I couldn't do nothing because my accident, and also like to play basketball, and I really like dance, tejano, cumbias, rancheras, all kind of music. My two girls, I told them to wait. They want to drive and they want to work. When she was 16, my two girls, they want to work. I say, no, finish your high school, and when you turn 18 and then you get your driver license, you'll be able to go out. Because as a parents, we responsible for our kids. That's the way I see it. They wait to get the driver license, pass the test, do everything legal the way it's supposed to be. Because when you're driving, you don't know what's gonna happen in the street. So I've been very responsible with my girls. I was working, doing a garden. I finished that, and I remember I went to get a new phone at Boost Mobile. I think it was a Saturday, not really sure. It was June the 24th last year, the day I was coming from work to house, and I got paid the day. So every time I got paid, so we tried, to spend time going with my princess. I remember that I was almost 3 minutes to the house, right passing Grand Parkway 99 in Cookendale. And it's when the accident happens. It was something that I wasn't expecting at all. I never been through any accidents. And I drive every day through that section because the only way that I can get home. I went like normally driving, ready to take a shower, go home, and go out with the girls. And when I was right at Cookendale passing the 99, I don't see how that happens. It was like instantly, like how that happened so quickly when somebody hit me. And everything changed at the moment because it wasn't in my part of my life, and I hear the impact in my truck, and I say, what's going on? It's like I never think that I was gonna go through this situation because nobody wanna go in this kind of situation. When I realized that I got hit, my windshield exploded, or the windshield, my face, and I lose the balance. I think the impact was so hard that I couldn't control my truck. Try, to hold my hands strong to the wheel, but I couldn't control anymore. And when I was expecting, all the glass was on my face, and my truck started flipping, how you say it? And I'm not really sure how many times I fled, maybe 2, 3, or I don't know how many times, and I ending right in the theater at the cooking dough close to Home Depot is where my truck ending in there. I think I lose my mind for a little bit because I was kinda what happened. I thought I was gonna be dead at that moment, and the only thing I was thinking about my gross and everything. It was so fast that I wasn't ready for that. And I remember that I had my Bible right in the dash. And when I wake up after the impact, I was worried about if I was kind of broke or bleeding and stuff like that, and because I don't know what happens. And when I wake up, I saw this guy walking through me, and it was weird because I never think that that person is gonna be right in that moment. It was my pastor from our church, James Green. This is his name. He was walking, and it was crazy because I was say, God forgive me. I don't wanna, whatever happens, take me to heaven. And I had the opportunity to ask God for forgiveness because I don't know what's gonna happen later on my life. And then this guy was walking through me with my Bible, and he asked me, "Are you okay?" But the weird thing is, like, when he was walking, I thought I was seeing Jesus walking through me, and I say, "Are you okay?" He was asking me. I say, "Yes, I guess I'm okay." He goes, "This is your Bible." "Oh, thank you." And he goes, "I had my notes from the church." "Yeah." I told him, "You my pastor. I go to your church." And then he stayed with me all the time. And I was looking for my phone to contact my kids to let them know what happened. And quickly, there was a lot of police and the fire department, I think it was. And I was confused. I was scared at the moment because I never been through that situation. Been driving so many years, and I never been in that kind of accidents. I was worried about my kids. And then when I saw my truck that was destroyed, also I was upset because it was my work truck, and it's like it was very frustrated seeing myself in that situation. I wasn't sure what I need to do at the moment. You know, sometimes we make mistakes because we don't know. And also I was thinking, if I go, who's gonna guarantee me, who's gonna cover or pay for the bills to be in the hospital? Because I hear a lot of people, they go through the same situation that I did myself, and you ending getting stuck with the bills. So many things come into my head, and I decide to stay home, and they've been trying to push me to go, and I told my girls that I don't want to go. There's so many things that was thinking, and I wasn't sure what I need to do at the moment. That day, if I don't mistake, June the 24th, the day through now it been very tough because my life changed 180 degrees. Not for good, because I went through stuff that I never think that I was gonna go through. Imagine this, after my truck flip, so all the impact, it goes first to my left shoulder. So it take, I think, like 2 weeks when I started feeling those pain, the internal pains. It was crazy. And I know I was bleeding from my head. What happened with my shoulder, I'm not really sure, can probably tell you like technically or professionally. I know it's damaged. I wish I can get the picture that the surgery guy gave me. Is like kinda cables, all the cables, uh, tendons are damaged. It's like, and you hit a chandelier with cables, and sometimes the lights turn on and off because they're not really connected, and you have to kind of pushing to get connected. That's the way I feel with my shoulder. Well, after the surgery, I know the specialist told me that it's gonna take a process, a long process to heal. I did feel the difference, but I think it's almost, not really sure, almost a year, and my shoulder is still weak. After a week or 2 weeks at the accident, my body stopped changing. You know, I feel I'm already old, but I feel like a grandpa or like old guy. I couldn't do the stuff that I used to do, like lifting stuff, running, working out, stuff like that. My body was giving me the signals, and it made me feel bad, because I'm the one who provides for my kids. I'm a single dad, and they depend on me. So I don't ask for this situation. They can go through my history. I never been to the hospital, never. Well, I went to the dental once because I have to, but going to the hospital, get any surgery, go through any accident, no, never. It's been tough for me because I had to go to many appointments, losing my time with no work. I had surgery in my left shoulder. My body is not really responding the way it was, because on my house I had plans, and sometimes I had to lift it and something. I had to wait either in Candy or in Alexa to help me to move stuff around. I've been to therapy, little by little to heal. I think after the surgery in my left shoulder, I think it's already more than a year, but I still had the pain. My shoulder is not the same anymore. I haven't worked out almost for 2 years. I've been struggle money-wise, because I don't really be able to work because I need to heal. Is what the doctor said that I had to be careful and, go little by little. So everything changed, physically, emotionally, economic. It was crazy. And here I am. At this point, I have to sleep like straight sometime, because if I try to sleep normal like I used to sleep on my left side, I can't because the pain isn't there. And sometimes it's like kinda depressed because my body is not really responding the way it was before the accident. As a Latino, we like to provide. And I'm a single dad, like I say, and I've been providing for my girls. I had a dream to see my girls graduating from college. They couldn't go to college because they have to help in the house to pay the bills or stuff like that. Practically, I don't do nothing. I stay home. I don't have the strength and make me feel homeless. That's how you say it. And it's like every time we coming from home, I have to pass under the freeway 99. I'm afraid I had the flashbacks. Can I say that?
Yeah.
And it's very depressed because I have to pass for that street almost every day. And it's very stressful because I can live much, still had pain, and sometimes my fingers, my hands go numb, and it's like so many things. And I don't know how long this is gonna take or never gonna be back to normal. I feel like my life is not the same anymore. It's like emotionally, I'm not there. And again, as a Latino, we try to stay strong and not really showing our feelings, because as a parent, as a dad, I don't want my kids to worry about it. But as a person, myself, I feel like trash. And it totally changed my life and the bad. So many things that go through my mind, and waiting to see what happens, and hoping that things turn better. I just want to be happy and heal. The specialists say that eventually, little by little, I'm going to feel better, but I'm not going to be strong enough to do and live the way it was before. I still have the pain. I don't have the strength like I used to. I still have my people that I work for, that I used to do the job, but right now, because I have to make sure that I don't really forcing or making, strong moving from my shoulder, I had to hire somebody else to do the job for me, still making something, but it's not the same anymore. For me to provide and bring the money that I used to bring after the accident. And it's very depressed for me being through this stuff. I think the bigger fears that I had is that I'm not gonna be the same anymore to do the job that I used to do, to provide for my family, and I have to, like I say, pay somebody else to do the job that I used to do. It's my big fears that I'm not gonna be the same anymore. I'm not gonna be strong the way I used to be. I miss go to the gym, lift the weight, and work out, because I really like to take care of myself. But it been almost 2 years. June 24, 2025 is gonna be already 2 years, and it been tough because I've been selling stuff to collect money and provide for the house. Economically, I'm very, very, very bad situation. My two arms sometimes, like that I'm sleeping, I don't feel my fingers sometimes. It's like, it's too much probably to say, but make it sure, it's like my tendons are, I don't know, I can say destroy or and process to heal, but I'm afraid that I'm not gonna be able to do the same and do the same thing that I used to do before the accident. It take me a while to dry, and every time I pass because unfortunately I have to go through the street every day if I have to get up from the house. And when either my daughter Candy or Alexa is driving for me and I'm at the passenger, every time I see car close to me, I feel like they going to hit me. And I prefer, to close my eyes or do something because I feel scared. Like every time I see a car close to me, I feel the impact. My girls, they know that I used to be very active. I can't stay still. I always like, to be active and everything. But after all this, like, kind of scared to drive and stay home, waiting, waiting to see what happened with this situation. And I don't really like go with my girls and tell them, hey, I feel this way or this, because I don't want them to worry. And sometimes I had to keep it for myself and try to figure it out. But I would like to be the same person that I used to be. Happy, active, stable financially, and provide for my kids. In bottom line, the accident has changed my life forever. So I just want, I want my life back. I want to be strong, and I want justice because I don't ask for this. And I don't know what's gonna happen. Yes, probably have to wait, but I would like to have my life back the way it was.